Welcome to my channel, Planning with Maserati. I'm going to be doing day 8 of the scripture writing plan for June. So before I begin, welcome. Please subscribe, hit that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos. Give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment, and share the video. That'd be greatly appreciated. I had a few things going on, which is no excuse. I have day 7 filmed already. I did that with you guys on day 7, and I didn't get to upload it. I had a few things going on that day, and then just having my grandson until today, which is the 11th, so you could see how many days I'm behind. I will have it caught up, and if I have to give you 2-3 videos a day, I don't mind that, because I love filming. I love, interacting with you. So don't be worried if you don't see me on here for a couple days. It's just because, like, things go on, and I don't like to film while he's here, only because he's very talkative, and I don't want that him talking interrupt, the scripture writing plan, because that's the most important thing, is getting the scripture to you guys. So with that being said, welcome again. So for June, we're going deeper with God. And our self-study, scripture, observation, application, and prayer. We read, write, pray, and reflect. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Have you watched the TV show The Chosen? Or the app, The Chosen? Well, right now they're doing it on YouTube and for the live videos. And then they're going live talking, before and after the video. But the video itself was already pre-filmed. And they're doing season 4, episode 1, 2, and Sunday was 3, I think. Sunday was 3, I believe. So I did watch 3, and let me tell you, wow. Like, it was so emotional. Like, just watching, I'm not going to spoil it for you. And if you watched it, leave it in the comments. How do you like The Chosen? And I'm like, wow. And it's going to go to, I think, season 7, I think they're saying it's going to go to. Maybe more, I don't know. But I know they said they're going to, I believe, season 7. And I think that's going to be the resurrection. And if season 4 is emotional already, like, going up to 4 was emotional. Could you imagine season 5 and 6? Wow, like, blows your mind. Okay, so we are in Get Energized, number 2, Go Deeper with God, by Loop for Women. It's a 4-day devotional. Because I'm on day 8, that's why I'm pointing out this one. You will probably be on this one, because this is what, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so today would be the last one, I believe. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. And then 9 would be here, and 10, 11, and so on. So, but because I'm on day 8, I'm still going off of this one. Alright, so I have my prayer Bible in front of me because I was too lazy to go get my NIV Bible. So this is the CSB Bible, which is my prayer Bible. Holy Bible by Holman. And we are in the smallest print. I had to pick out the smallest print, right? I couldn't get a Bible this size. I like these Bibles that are, like, squishy, but I couldn't get a Bible this size that had just larger print. Like, really? So I'm thinking about ordering the Filament Bible. It's women's, I can't remember the name, but it's a really good Bible. I was watching a video of it, and it's really good. The things that are in there, like the studying and just the devotionals and the notes and the filament takes you, like when you, I guess, put it towards the page, will take you to the notes of that scripture. It's amazing. And then I was watching a girl that did not a prayer book, but how do you say it? Like a faith planner. And she has so many free pages. So I'm going to print them out today. And then in the upcoming videos, you'll see them. And I'm going to get her name. Hopefully it's on the page. I can't print out everything because I only print out black and white. And she has a lot of pretty color ones. But once I give you the name, you could download it for free. And it's all free. You can make a whole book out of these few pages. And I'll explain it when I print it out to you. Print it out and I'll show it to you. Okay, anyway, let me get into this. 1 Samuel 6:6. Yeah. And we're right here. I know it's very small, and it's very small for me. It says, why harden your gods? No, I was right. No, it doesn't. I'm looking up. I'm looking here and going straight that way. Why harden your hearts as the Egyptians in Pharaoh hardened theirs? When he afflicted them, didn't they send Israel away and Israel left? Let's say it again. Why harden your hearts as the Egyptians, and I'm going to be butchering names in places and stuff like that. Pharaoh hardened theirs. When he afflicted them, didn't they send Israel away and Israel left? Now, the pastor was just speaking about this, the online pastor that I watched, the childhood one that I used to go to, was talking about, like, Israel and everything going on with, with Israel and the other ones. And, in how, talking about back in the day with Jesus and the land and how Israel left and how it was, I don't know how to explain it, so I'm going to stop explaining it, but he was talking about that. I took notes. I don't have it in front of me to explain it better, but it was very interesting. And the girl that I was talking about just now was explaining it as well. And if you go watch her child channel, Maserati, really, today has been rough for me. And it'll be easier to understand because I don't know, I can't explain things very good. Like, I can tell it to you, and then I'll go into something else. So I just wanted, to make sure that you knew that she explains it very well. And yeah, and she's doing studies, and she shows how she uses her book, her planner, whatever you want to call it. I think she calls it a planner, but like for faith. And it's very interesting. Her pages are really nice. She has it so detailed. And she does a lot of, why do I say a lot? She does a lot of, like, studies on, like, words, and studies on the books, studies on the people. She wants to know their holidays. She wants to know everything about that time. And the same with me. That's how I feel. Like, I want to know everything. Like, when was he, walking the earth, and, just like everything. Like, I know it's BC and what was after, for the AD, AD, I believe. I'm so terrible today. Like, my mind is so many places. A lot of things going on, and it's just like my mind is just everywhere today. So don't mind me. Okay, so there's that. Let me write observation. Hopefully I remember to write that. But it was so good. Like, the way she, approaches her studies is so good. You will like her. Like, if you like, watching people that study, she is really good at it. And then, the pastor explained it very well. It's just, my mind is like so many places right now that I'm not explaining it today very well. Because I feel like I'm so behind that I feel like discombobulated. So I'm going to do, see, I always say, June 9th. I'm going to set it up. Hopefully in this video I'll be better. Scripture. I was just about to write Luke up on top. So I said scripture. So that was Luke 4:34. Now for July, I'm going to start looking earlier because I know I said I was going to go looking earlier and then I found one and then I changed my mind and went with this one. So go deeper with God. So I'm going to do the same thing for July. I'm going to find one around here, upload it around here, and then that way you can work on any pages you need. I don't know how you do your studying or how you do your scripture writing. Is it just scripture? I could show you something that I've done. Let me grab my purse. So I have been cutting these notebooks up, and I have so much stuff in my purse. I've been cutting notebooks up, the composition notebooks, and with that, you get these extra pages. So I've been making like little notebooks for my purse, and then with the extra pages, so say like I'm cutting this page up, and I have this stuff. This is for TikTok. My to-do list for today. See, I'm discombobulated. I'm telling you. I write to-do lists now. So this is what's left of your page, and it's a composition notebook. So just imagine this being the composition notebook. And what I'm doing is cutting this piece out, and I'm cutting like about, do I have it next to me? It would be easier to show you than keep going around. No. So I have to figure out where I put it. And what I'm doing, again, is just cutting that notebook out, and I make it into a daily book. So after I do all that, I have this piece left, and this piece left. So I have tons of this. I threw this piece out. You can see part of what I'm doing. And I threw this piece out, because I don't write this way, I write this way with the lines. I could not see me writing this way with lines going this way, right? So I just threw it away. And with that, I came up with an idea. When I want to study and read the book of the Bible, right? So I've been saying I want to read more of the Bible, like get into it and, you know, like just do a deep dive reading and get it, be like reading for the year, right? So you're reading the books for a whole year. Is it up here so I could show it to you? No, okay. Anyway, so I started Matthew. Okay, this is how it started. The lady was doing online. I'm going to give you a few people in the next video, or in the next coming videos, a few people that I have been watching and loving their studying, okay? Matthew, she was working on Matthew from chapters 1 through 28. So she's getting it done in a month, okay? She's on Acts, and I'm like behind. I'm on day 3. She's day 3, chapter 3. She's already on, I think, 5 or 6. So you could see how I'm behind this week. She does 5 days a week, and when I give you the name, that you could catch up or whatever. And you'll see the schedules that she has. If you want to start with Matthew, because going into Acts, you really want to know what's going on in Matthew before you get into Acts. Then I went ahead and did Ezekiel, because somebody's doing a study in Ezekiel. So that's where it started with this whole, okay, well, let me do the deep dive study. She's doing a study on this lady here that's doing these 2 books, and she has a lot more than just these. And I was like, okay, well, this is good. This is a good start for me. Matthew, Acts. And then when I was watching the lady do Ezekiel, I was like, wow, she's amazing too. So then I started watching, her video for Ezekiel. So then I was like, well, let me take it even further. So then it's 1 Peter, 2 Peter, and then I went to Mark. So I went from Matthew to Acts to Ezekiel, 1 Peter, 2 Peter. Then I went back to Mark. Okay, so Mark is after Matthew. So you're going to go Matthew, Acts is the person that's doing this study. But do it your way. Don't do it the way I'm doing it, or don't do it the way they're doing it. But if you're following along with this lady, then follow along with the Matthew and then go to Acts. And then follow along with the next of the books. And if you watch her channel, she has tons of videos. And then the next lady I'm going to put for Ezekiel, she has tons of videos. And none of them know me, so you don't have to say, hey, Maserati, planning with Maserati. You could if you want, but you don't have to. None of them know me, but I love their channel. Like, I love their faith channel. And the girl I was watching today was going through a different set of, studies. So I didn't get to that because I already wrote this late last night. So as we were going, as I was going, so I watched the lady for these two, I watched the lady for this one, and then I followed the 1 Peter, 2 Peter, because she did these two. So this lady did these three. Okay, so now I'm going to Mark. So I was like, okay, so now what? That's what I was thinking in my head. So now what? So I did Mark. It has chapters 1 through 16. So 16 days can get you Mark completed. Okay, but you can study Mark. So every day, write out questions from Mark. And this lady will give you questions. So, questions to ask. Always keep in mind questions to ask. And a lot of other stuff. Examine yourself. That's her biggest thing, is examining yourself. Okay, so that was that one. For this lady. This lady had something totally different. And she goes into stuff too. So I went from Mark, Luke is 1 to 24, John 1 to 21, and one of them said, I think it was her, that she loves the book of John. I believe it was her. If it wasn't her, it was the one that I watched today. Okay, I'm trying to go fast so this time don't go too long on you. So then Romans has 1 to 16. So imagine you can get 16 chapters done in less than a month. Okay, so if you want to really break all this down, I didn't calculate it, but I mean, there's a lot of chapters. There's a lot of books. There's 66 of them. So we are already working on 3 of the, I believe, Old Testament, and the rest is the New Testament, I believe. I know this is the Old, right? Let me double check this before I start saying something I don't know. You'd be like, no, Maserati, you're saying it wrong. So 1 Peter, 2 Peter is... Okay, so this is the New Testament, and Ezekiel is... Oh, where'd you go? It's so small, this Bible. Ezekiel. I could swear it's in the front, right? Yeah, it's in the Old Testament. And then 1 Peter, 2 Peter is in the New Testament. Okay, got it. So, Old and New. Okay. So Romans, we got John 1 to 21. Romans 1 to 16. 1 Corinthians 1 to 16. 2 Corinthians 1 to 13. Those are chapters. And then, if you flip the page, you're going to go to Galatians 1 to 6. Ephesians 1 to 6. Philippians 1 to 4. You get what I'm saying? So when you get done with some of these... Like, this one's going to take you a while, 1 to 48. So it's going to go into another month. So 1 to 28, you could start the month with Acts. After this one, you could go to Acts. After these days, right? So the 29th, you could start Acts. It doesn't have to be on the 1st. But if you choose the 1st, that's up to you. And then when you're done with that 28 days, you go to Ezekiel, which is, day 1 to 48. And then in between there, you have, when you're done with that, you could do 1 Peter 1:5. 2 Peter 1:3. So you could kick out a lot of these within like a month, almost 2 months, 1 to 16. So let's turn the page. So Galatians is 1:6, Ephesians 1:6, Philippians 1:4. So if you were to say in August you want to do Galatians, and August has what, 31 days? You got 1 to 6, 1 to 6, that's 12, 1 to 4, add another 4 days, right? Colossians 1 to 4, 1 Thessalonians 1 to 5, and 2 Thessalonians 1 to 3. This could be not kicked out, but you know what I'm saying, done in 1 month. 1 Timothy 1 6. And 1 through 6 is the chapters. 2 Timothy 1 through 4. Titus 1 to 3. Philemon 1. Hebrews 1 to 13. James 1 5. And I just kept going on. Let me flip it over so I don't lose how I got it going. All of the pages, like all of the books. So this is now all of this is the New Testament. All of this is the New Testament. Now I went back to Genesis, and that's the Old Testament. So you see where you got 50 chapters, 40 chapters, 27. Numbers is 36. Deuteronomy is 34. Joshua is... Did I do this one? No, that's right. Yeah. Joshua is 24. Judges is 21. Ruth 4. 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel. 1 Kings, 2 Kings. 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles. Ezra, Nehemiah, and Esther. And then you got Job. Psalms is 1 through 150. So that's going to be, quite a bit if you're doing a chapter a day. With Psalms, I think you could get done with more than just a chapter a day. Proverbs, and depending on how you study. Ecclesiastes, Songs of Songs, Isaiah, but it's, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, I don't know why I say it like that, Joel, and then Amos, and then all of the rest. And with that, you can complete the Bible. So I figured if I do it this way, but studying it is the biggest thing. So like if you're going to books to read and study, it's going to take you longer, right? So take as long as you want. But to read the book could take you 28 days by doing a chapter a day. And then after the 28 days, I jump into Acts. So that is what I'm doing with that. I just wanted to jump on and show you that at least because, I was confused today, but yeah, I got there. And it's a good way to study the Bible, like honestly. Study and read the Bible at the same time. Or read the Bible and then come back and study. It's totally up to you. But I think I'm going to read the Bible and take my time with it, doing it daily, and study the Bible daily. A chapter a day, you could take a few minutes of your day to study the Bible of one chapter. Get all your notes, ask your questions, get everything that you need to know about it. Do your work, do your homework and look at commentaries, look at, everything that you need. And yeah, I would take it from there because it's a good way. And I'm watching these people do it and I'm like, wow, that's amazing. And I'm watching others that are like doing a planner. She had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you know how I do my half letter size planner. You could do it in this size planner. And she just has pages that she created and she's offering it for free. For now until she puts it on her website. So I'm going to show it to you today. If not today, it'll be definitely tomorrow. And then I'm going to print it. Yeah, I'm going to print it out because I have to hole punch it and all that. And it's for the junior size. I think she has it sized for just the junior size, which is the 8 discs. And then you could put it, hole punch it, do whatever you want with it. And I don't know if I want to go that size, but just the layout that she has is amazing. And just the things that your dreams, like if you're dreaming of something, write it down. Like it means something. And yeah, it was just good. Like I liked it. And that's why I was like, I have to come and tell these. And see, here's more of the papers that I have that I've been using. And I just been using them up. Like, don't throw your scraps away if you cut your notebooks down. But that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for being patient with me today. Because I have been, a little bit... I had chest pain yesterday. And then today it's just been... I had a shot in my knee, which was terrible yesterday. And usually I don't get pain when they give me shots. Later that day, like, it was just pain, straight pain, straight pain. I was like, okay, yeah, I gotta relax today. So I didn't really do too much. And then I just had my grandson and just goofing around with him and stuff. And that was it. So yeah, so today is a catch-up game. Today is a catch-up game. Like, I gotta catch up with the cleaning, filming, and all of that stuff. So I'll talk to you in the next video, and thank you for listening, and I will I will do as much as I can to get you the information either today or tomorrow, no later than tomorrow, and yeah. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a big thumbs up. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.